All right, Jazz, tell me how you feel this year at this point compared to last year when you were still kind of figuring things out and getting to know the players.
This year, I feel like at this point I'm way more comfortable. Like everyone has relationships with everyone. We kind of know, even with the freshmen, what their strengths are and just how everyone plays together. And I feel like our chemistry this year is so great. And we really bring out the best in each other every day at practice. Everyone wants to get better. Everybody wants to compete. And it's just such a great environment that I just love being here at UCF. It really is my home, and I'm so glad that I found it.
Look, hey Jasmine, kind of expanding on that, how have you been going into this season now? Because obviously, does it ever get easier every year? You're both a college student and a mother as well. Does it get easier with every year?
Yeah, I definitely would say every year it kind of gets a little bit easier because my son is growing. So, especially this year, he's almost 3. So, like, now he's a little bit more independent. He kind of understands softball more. He loves coming to the games, and just now he could talk and cheer. And so, everybody loves seeing his face out there. And my husband really helps out a lot. Like, there's so much less pressure on me that when I go to softball, I can really just focus on softball. And then when I'm at home, that's when I'm mom and wife. And so we have such a great balance. And I feel like every year it's just been like a learning experience from the previous year. And so we just have a really great system. And I'm really sad that it's my last year, but I'm really happy that I got to end my playing career at UCF because I feel like it's gotten the best out of me. And I wouldn't have wanted to spend my last few years anywhere else.
What's it like learning from being coached by one of the greatest defensive infielders of all time in Jen Salazar, a 2-time Olympian and national champion? What has that been like?
Oh, it's been amazing. I love Jen. We connect on such a great level, especially because she is a middle infielder that I get to just pick her brain, and she sends me videos all the time. We just talk about fielding, and I mean, she has already helped me evolve into such a better, fielder in just our short time together that this year I'm so confident in my fielding, and we have a lot of high expectations for our defense this year. And every day at practice, like Coach Bear was saying, there's like ESPN plays, highlight reels that could literally make the top 10 every day. And that goes with Coach Jen and what she's teaching us and how she cares so much about our craft and her craft. And so I think she's just developed a great defense, and we take so much pride in our defense because we believe that defense wins championships.
So many starters returning this year. What is it like for you now coming into this year with so many? What's that bond like now that it is 1 year stronger?
I think it's amazing because we're so familiar with each other, and it is going to be hard to break the lineup because there are so many talented girls on this team, and when you have us all together, it's going to be hard to beat us. And it's really nice to have a sense of familiarity with each other, and just with the lineup, who's going to be out on the field, how we know what their arm strength is like, what our pitchers need from us in that moment. Like, we kind of, since we already have a year under our belt and basically everyone returned, it's like so much easier knowing how to get the best out of someone, and knowing that, if someone's not having the best day, what you need to do to get them back on their feet, gain their confidence back, and so that we can win that game or win the day or whatever it is that we need.
Talk about Aubrey. Obviously, she's played some short and second base. You've got Samantha Ray, young freshman. Just describe some of the other infielders on this team and what has stood out to you.
Yeah, our infield is so talented. I love playing next to Aubrey. We have such a great connection up the middle. And we're so just familiar with each other, and our range, what we can get to. We push each other so much at practice every single day. She's so talented, and I know next year when I'm gone, she's gonna make that shortstop position proud. I can't wait to watch her. I already told her I'm gonna come back and watch and cheer them on. And Ray, she's so talented. She is a great addition to the infield. There are some plays that she makes at practice, and we're just like, wow, like she is gonna hold it down for us. Like next year, it's gonna be so fun watching them up the middle. And my job as a senior is to just push them and give them my knowledge that I've learned over the years, and to help them out in any way that they need help. And so I just want to leave the program better than I found it, especially in the infield, because I love defense, and so I know that they're gonna make me proud.
So you've embraced the kind of a role model, well, kind of like, groom in a way. Aubrey, do you kind of give her some hints like, hey, look for this, look for that, as playing as a middle infielder there to kind of be a mentor?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime she has a question or something, she'll pick my brain, or even sometimes I'll ask her like, hey, do you need me to do this better, that better? I mean, we just have such a good bond and connection up the middle that it's like we know what each other needs. And even if someone makes a bad throw, or someone throws the ball in the dirt or something like that, we do whatever we can to make the other person look good. So it's like it's never their fault, it's what we can do to make them better.
With so many returning faces from last year's team coming back this year, how is this team different from last year?
I think this team is different from last year because we just get along so well. Our chemistry, I don't think anything could come in between this team. We are so great with one another, and we push each other to like our limits, but we know how to talk to each other in a way where it never comes out of a place of like anger or anything like that, or maliciousness. It's because we care about each other so much that we want to push each other to our limits, get the best out of one another. And this time last year, I feel like we weren't as prepared or ready going into the season, especially because there were a lot of new faces at the time. But this year, since we already have so many returning players, and that we have the confidence from last season, and we're so eager to start playing, I feel like that first game is really going to set the tone of what you guys are going to see the rest of the season.
All right, awesome. Best of luck, Jasmine.
Thank you.
Jen.